Liverpool, and this is one I'm very excited about. Who will be crowned the first ever EPL Invitational Champion? We will find out very soon, Joe. Cannot wait.
Yeah, both players are going to look to use that slow build-up play. There'll be a few nerves circling, I'm sure. Diogo Jota just looking to settle himself down, looking to settle this Wolves team into the game. We've spoken a lot about Liverpool's front three, Bobby Firmino, Mo Salah and Sadio Mane, but maybe we haven't spoken enough about Adama Traore, Jimenez and Jota's connection, because that's been brilliant too, and you can see them piling forward here. Tries to do a little dummy, it doesn't pay off, but this game is guaranteed to be a good watch, isn't it, Harry?
Oh, amazing. Two different styles, as we've already pointed out before. I think it's going to be about who can defend better, who is able to stay concentrated, because as later as the game goes on, sometimes you can lose some type of composure. Hopefully none of the players do that too early, because then it just becomes a landslide, and I'm hoping for a very equal contested game. However, I do see that, you know, Trent's pressing as Liverpool do. I can see the front three already in the box, so I think it's going to be a good game, maybe high scoring. I think I'm going to predict a high scorer, you know, Smithy.
I love that, HP. Getting back with the predictions. Let's see if you are right. It's still 0-0 though, 11th minute. So I'll remember that prediction, high scoring. Of course, these two have met twice this season already. Liverpool winning 2-1 at Molineux. I don't know if you remember that game, but that was a very, very famous match in which Trent started. Jota came off the bench. Firmino with an 84th minute winner. Trent got the assist for the first Liverpool goal. How many times have we said that this season? Trent with the assist. And then a very famous match as well at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Wolves 0. Jota and Trent both starting. Sadio Mane gave Liverpool the lead just before half-time. And we remember that there was a bit of contention with that, but it was given. And Liverpool coming up on top in both the matches this season, but only by 1 goal. So very tough to separate in this season. Of course, Liverpool absolutely flying in the Premier League. 82 points, only 1 loss. Wolves having a very good season. 6th place in the Premier League on 43 points as well. So both players having a very good season for their teams and individually. First chance of the game. And it's a save from Rui Patricio, Joe.
Yeah, at the moment, Diogo Jota's actually having a little bit of trouble getting out from the back. Trent's pressing really high, and it's causing Diogo Jota to go a little bit longer than he's used to. But, you know, we're only 19 minutes into the game. It's got plenty of time left. Adama Traore on the ball now, and it's going to be crucial to get him involved in the game as much as possible. He's provided so many assists in this tournament for Diogo Jota, getting to the byline, cutting it back to either Jota himself or Jimenez. And I'm expecting more of the same in this tournament. Look at that, Trent, brilliant defending to cut off that passing lane there. This is a game of chess between two excellent FIFA players. Jimenez is in the box, but look at this brilliant defending by Virgil van Dijk, Smithy.
Brilliant defending, and once again we're seeing quite a cagey game in this final, as I think we expected. Both teams just feeling each other out. Trent coming through that epic semi-final, the first semi-final of the day, 2-0 down to Raheem Sterling, bringing it back to 2 and then scoring that golden goal. Diogo Jota dispatching of Dwight McNeil of Burnley in our other semi-final. That was 4-1 for Diogo Jota, with goals galore in this tournament so far, but struggling to find a real opportunity or a goal so far in this game. 27 minutes on the clock as Adama Traore breaks forward. Nice little build-up play this. Adama Traore into Moutinho. I think Diogo Jota just looking to play about outside the box. We've seen him do this so effectively in many of his games of the tournament so far. And this could be the first real chance of the game. It's a chance and it's a goal! No, it's not. I got ahead of myself, Joe. I thought it was in. Too excited. It was a big chance. Thought it hit the back of the net. It didn't. It hit the side of the net. It is still 0-0.
I think it did hit the back of the net there, Smithy, actually, but I think it was a player offside in the build-up, so it was pulled back for that. But nevertheless, Diogo Jota can take some content from that. Just managed to open Trent up nicely with some good skill dribbling around the edge of the box. The game remains 0-0 at the moment. Just a reminder of how both these players got to this stage. Diogo Jota beat Leicester, Sheffield and Burnley on his way to the final. Trent Alexander-Arnold had to beat Manchester United in the form of Tom Grennan, one of our celebrity fans, Newcastle, and then a top-of-the-table clash between Liverpool and Man City saw him beat Raheem Sterling, and he's on the attack now, looking to make the most of this excellent front three that Liverpool possess. But brilliant defending by Diogo Jota. Shut that down with aplomb, Harry.
As much as I've been looking forward to the attacking play, I've been actually amazed by the defensive performances by both players. They've been very, very quick to shut up shop, not allowing a player to actually get a lot of possession. The possession has mainly been controlled in the midfield and a bit of defensive play from outside of the back. But it's a great defensive performance by both of these players. But Jota can take some sort of, achievement from the fact that he did just breach them, even though it was offside. But we have a chance here, and it's I thought that was in, Joe. I thought that was in. I was about to say goal.
Oh my word, that is a massive save by Rui Patricio. You could see how frustrated Trent was. It didn't hit the back of the net, hands on the head moment. All of those chances have got to go in the final, especially when you're playing a player of Diogo Jota's calibre. That was so close. Opened him up really well, though, it has to be said. Maybe we haven't made enough of Trent's defensive abilities either, because Diogo's struggling to pick passes through too. Trent coming into this finals day had only conceded 2 goals in all competitions. Here's a chance, though. Raul Jimenez is in. Raul Jimenez! Big save himself by Alisson. It's end-to-end stuff, Smithy.
It is end-to-end, 2 big saves from both keepers, and incredibly, it's nil. We haven't seen many games that have been 0-0 at the half-time stage throughout this tournament. It's been a very high-scoring tournament. It looks like, as we're a minute in to injury time, we are going to be goalless going into the half-time stage in the EPL Invitational Final. These teams can't be separated, Joe.
There's going to be one last attack for Liverpool, though. He's to the byline. Chance, and they will be separated at half-time. Sadio Mane, I think it is. Is it Sadio Mane? It might be Gini Wijnaldum attacking the back stick. It is Gini Wijnaldum attacking the back stick. Brilliant lofted delivery. So hard to score from crosses in the air in this game. And Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to go into half-time with a shock 1-0 lead over tournament favourite Diogo Jota, Smithy.
Yeah, there is the half-time whistle. So it is Trent Alexander-Arnold for Liverpool 1, Diogo Jota of Wolves 0. Diogo, let's talk to Diogo first. Your assessment of that first half. You've been so dominant in many games. This is a very, very tough and close match, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, it was like pressure. I'm struggling to get out. And he's controlling good my movements with the centre back. So it's been hard. Let's see if I can go back in the second half.
Are you going to look to make any tactical changes at the half-time stage?
Maybe. Let's see.
I love that, not giving anything away. Trent, let's bring you in. Big moment, big goal right before the half-time whistle. Gini Wijnaldum delivering the goods for you, 1-0. You must be very pleased with that first half performance.
Yeah, it's been good for me, I think. Defended quite well. But yeah, he's still a threat on the attack, so I've got to stay focused.
Yeah, you've defended brilliantly. You've done what no player in this tournament's done so far and kept Diogo Jota out for 45 minutes. How good is Diogo Jota? Just give us restarting straight away. Okay, we are back straight away. The players just want to get into it, and I can completely understand it. It's Wolves 0, Liverpool 1. Diogo Jota saying he's going to look to make some tactical changes, so it'll be interesting to see what he does and at what point he makes those changes. Trent ruthless in that first half, and what a time to score right before the half-time whistle.
Yeah, they're on the counter-attack here, though, Wolves. Adama Traore's opened them up, and Diogo Jota's in, should score! I can't believe it! What a save from Alisson. Took it slightly differently to how I was expecting Diogo Jota to take that. Thought he'd go front post with a power shot, but he didn't. He went for the finesse, and it didn't work out in the end. But as you can see from that attack there, this game is not over yet. Trent might have one of the better defensive records, but Wolves are on the attack. They'll get to the byline and Alisson will maintain it. Trent's going to do really well to keep Jota at bay here. Nobody's managed to do it so far in the tournament. He scored 8 against Leicester. He scored 5 against Sheffield. He scored 4 in the semi-final. Will he be able to get on the score sheet here? They're in again, Wolves, but it's offside. And breathe, Smithy.
And breathe is exactly the word I was about to use, Joe. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible, really. Jota, 13 goals coming into the game, coming into the day, and another 4 goals in the semi-final. I don't think any of us would have predicted that he wouldn't have scored a goal coming up to the 60th minute mark. Very, very surprised, and very credit has to go to Trent Alexander-Arnold for how well he has defended in this match, Harry. We didn't see this side of the game in terms of Diogo Jota being kept out for this long.
Yeah, I thought he was actually going to be attack-based, but he is very, very good defensively. Alisson has been absolutely instrumental for him in goal, been very big when there's been one-on-one chances, and Virgil van Dijk actually replicating his form in real life as well in this game. He's been absolutely amazing. Diogo said he was struggling, and you can clearly see it's hard for him to actually get into the rhythm of the way he's been playing throughout this tournament. But as we've seen before in previous games, it's not over yet. Still enough time for him to get back into this game. But he's got to be very, very clinical against this amazing team that Trent has put out today, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, how good has this performance been from Trent? He's saved his best for last against the best player in the competition other than himself. This is just a masterclass defensively so far by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Pressing high. Diogo spoke at half-time about how he's struggling to build up from the back. Wouldn't give us any insight into the tactical changes he might make. And rightly so, because this game is so close. It's a matter of margins either way. He doesn't want to give Trent any insight into how he's going to play. Trent still going forward. Brilliant 1-2 with Sadio Mane and Gini Wijnaldum. Trent to the byline. Here's a chance. Good defending by Wolverhampton Wanderers, Smithy.
Yeah, corner for Liverpool. We've seen Trent whipping some famous corners for Liverpool in the Premier League, of course, and in other competitions. Ball whipped in from Liverpool in the byline. It was Trent Alexander-Arnold with the corner, but well defended Diogo Jota. This is a crucial period in the game. Interesting to see how Trent goes about these tactics. Diogo Jota knows that he's going to have to score soon. Don't forget, if it does get an equaliser from Diogo, we will go to golden goal, and that means the first person to score in our next matchup will win. But as things stand, Trent Alexander-Arnold, 1-0 up on the 68th minute mark, will be crowned the EPL Invitational Champion if he can hold on to this lead.
Yeah, this is one of the best defensive displays we've seen. We saw Dwight McNeil keep out Neil Maupay yesterday in that 0-0 epic that went 160 minutes. And this is another brilliant defensive display by Trent Alexander-Arnold. The ability to stop Diogo Jota in his tracks should not be underestimated. This is a guy who's represented Wolves at esports level. He's going to represent Portugal at esports level in FIFA as well in the coming weeks. So he is a fantastic competitor. But Trent is really keeping him at bay. We haven't seen that many big Diogo Jota chances other than that one Alisson save. And as you can see again, struggles to get through the lines, Smithy.
He does struggle to get through the lines. And suddenly we find ourselves with 15 minutes on the clock, and it's a chance for Wolves. Surely they're going to have to take one of these chances if they're going to get back into the game. A lovely drag back, and there is the equaliser. It's a big moment in the game. It's a goal of Traore for Diogo Jota. 75 minutes on the clock, 1-1 in the EPL Invitational final, and we have a game on our hands.
Absolute filth from Diogo Jota. That back heel was incredible, nutmegging the defender in the process. That's one of the goals of the tournament for me. Just the audacity to do a skill pass in that area. Nobody else has done it, and Diogo Jota is able to produce at the highest level. It's currently 1-1 then, Smithy.
Yeah, just a reminder, if it stays 1-1, we will go to golden goal in our final. We've only had golden goal twice in this whole competition. One was in Trent Alexander-Arnold's semi-final earlier on today, so he's used to golden goal. Diogo Jota isn't. If it is 1-1 or a draw at the end of this 90 minutes, it's golden goal, which means we'll go again, and the first person to score will win. Imagine going to golden goal in the final, Joe.
Oh, my word. Hands are sweating. There's a chance for Wolves. Raul Jimenez, brilliant defending by Trent and Virgil van Dijk yet again. This is like watching two chess masters play out an absolute epic, isn't it? All tactical. You can see both players fully concentrated. This is the toughest game that Diogo Jota's had in the tournament for sure. Trent is giving him an excellent contest. 5 minutes left on the clock, Harry. The people at home, the fans watching, must be going mad.
They are going absolutely insane. There's a lot of people that thought that Jota was going to win this game easily. Same with Trent, but it's been equally an amazing game. Both players have actually played very, very well, and both actually deserve it. It's been that tight. But Virgil van Dijk has been absolutely amazing for Trent, alongside Alisson as well. They've done an amazing job to keep Jota at bay, but the game's not over yet. Very, very, very tight. I said I called it for Jota. I don't know what I'm thinking, but it's so tight right now. Oh my God! Oh there, Trent. I can't believe he's missed that, though.
Oh my word, Trent is absolutely furious with himself, puts his hand to his mouth. I can't believe he's missed that chance in the 90th minute to win the EPL Invitational. What an unbelievable chance. Through one-on-one, blazing it over the bar. And I wondered now whether that is going to come back and bite him, because Wolves are pushing forward. Here's a chance for Jota, one-on-one. Oh, my word! I cannot believe what I'm seeing. In the 90th minute of this game, Diogo Jota puts his hand to his head. How on earth did you miss there, Diogo?
He could have scored before. So, tight game. I think it's fair to go to the second match.
Okay, so we're going to go to golden goal now. Talk us through your emotions, Trent. You must be pretty stressed there.
Yeah, very. It's been a tight game, to be honest. It could go either way, so it's exciting to see what happens now.
And you had a big chance yourself right at the final whistle. Thought you were going to hit the net, has to be said.
Yeah, massive. I thought I timed it well, but he's absolutely whacked it over the bar.
Yeah, knock that one out of Anfield. Let's get into the next game then, guys. Good luck. Smithy, let's come to you then. This is just an epic, isn't it? Golden goal now.
Joe, to put this into perspective, we've had 4 days of competitive FIFA action prior to today. Only once did we get a golden goal. And today, in 3 games, we've seen 2 golden goals. I mean, it's just absolutely unprecedented. And both involving Trent Alexander-Arnold. The final of the EPL Invitational will be decided by golden goal, only for the 3rd time in the whole tournament. Absolutely incredible. So just to reiterate, the first team to score wins the EPL Invitational. Both teams brewing big chances in the 90th minute. And Harry, we've got a golden goal on our hands, mate.
My hands are on my head. I literally, I thought, I didn't know what was happening there. All I saw was Jota absolutely fluffy his lines there. But this is an amazing part of the game. Golden goal. This is where it gets really tense. If we're talking about sweaty pads, we ain't seen nothing yet. Oh my, no way. Oh, I don't even have to talk anymore, Sophie.
Harry, I can tell you're nervous for them. 4 minutes on the clock. Of course, Trent had won the golden goal by this point last time. There's a chance for Wolves. Wolves with a bit of early pressure in this game, but Trent has been defending brilliantly against Diogo, who scored goals for fun in this tournament coming into this game.
Imagine the pressure now sitting there. Imagine the pressure now sitting there and playing this game. Millions watching at home, and are going to watch you win or lose in the next few minutes, because, as you said, Smithy, the next goal wins. And we are already 10 minutes into this. We saw Neil Maupay versus Dwight McNeil go 60 minutes in golden goal. It's nearly a record, I believe. This one could be just as close. Liverpool on the attack here. Slow, patient build-up play. And then a little bit rushed, just as I say that. Commentator's curse for Trent there. But I just can't split these players. They are fantastic FIFA competitors, Harry.
Yeah, the viewers must think Harry doesn't know what he's talking about, because I've absolutely made 9 predictions and I'm counting, and I've got all of them wrong. But this has been an amazing game. It's actually shown why these 2 players are in the final, because there's absolutely nothing to separate them. Absolutely nothing to separate them, as I said. But do you know what? Trent's defending has been absolutely remarkable. It's been brilliant. It's been absolutely brilliant. Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk have been absolutely amazing. It's been a game that's been very, very high tempo, but we can't actually break them right now, Joe.
No, we can't split these 2 at all. Trent's defending has been a joy to watch, and he's on the attack now, but he can't make the most of it, and Wolves will break away, look to use the pace of that front line. Raul Jimenez and Adama Traore, who's been a constant threat in the side of Liverpool here, looking to get to the byline once again and cut it back. It's been a real tactic of Diogo Jota's throughout this tournament, nearly impossible to stop when he gets it right. But Trent's put in an expert defensive display there to the byline again, Wolves, but a more brilliant defending by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Coming into today, he'd only conceded 2 goals against Man United and Newcastle. He shipped 2 more against Raheem Sterling's Manchester City. But today, the defensive display has just been brilliant. He's in himself. There's a chance here for Liverpool on the attack. Roberto Firmino! But it's not. Saved by Rui Patricio, Smithy.
Big save. We've seen both keepers perform very well in this game. It is 0-0 in our golden goal, in our final matchup. As Wolves look to break, could this be the chance that wins the tournament for Wolves? Oh, and again, well picked up from the keeper, Joe. We can't separate them.
Few sweaty palms going on, I'm sure, in both of these players' rooms right now. They'll be wiping their hands off because the stress levels are extremely high. 25 minutes into golden goal, I might remind you. The next goal wins the game. These two have already played out one epic draw, and we're seeing more brilliant FIFA unfold in front of us here. Wolves looking calm though, still with Diogo Jota. He shows no emotion, does he, when he's playing FIFA? Neither does Trent, both players concentrating. We did see Trent yesterday though, leaning back, looking quite relaxed. Now we can see him in golden goal, sat up, closer to his TV screen. Lots of pressure on both of these players, Harry.
Yeah, lots of pressure, but we can see Diogo's holding on to the ball, waiting for the right opening. I think everyone is aware of how defending from Trent has got to be absolutely amazing. Diogo's absolutely creating some serious openings, but the defensive prowess of him is absolutely stopping all of that right now, Smithy.
Yeah, Harry, I want to ask you quickly, what are the fans saying in this one? Because obviously we've seen so many Wolves fans, so many Liverpool fans supporting their players. Diogo Jota going into this as favourite. What are the fans saying now? What are the predictions we've got coming in?
There's Diogo Jota on the ball, into the box. Ball rolls, turns back, chance! Massive defending by Trent Alexander-Arnold today. And it is Mo Salah bringing the ball away. Looking to use his pace and get to the byline himself. Bringing other players into the game. Yourself, surely.
Yeah, it's a very tight game. Both teams defended well. He's dominated the ball, created better chances probably, but just trying to stick in there and I'll get me chance eventually, hopefully.
Okay, we'll let you guys carry on with the second half. Good luck. Smithy, this game has had it all.
We have been blessed for some unbelievable FIFA action. We saw golden goal in our first semi-final. Don't forget, Trent Alexander-Arnold was 2-0 down in that, and he came back to 2-2, and that went to golden goal, and he scored within 2 minutes. Diogo Jota making light work of Dwight McNeil, 4-1 in the other semi-final. We are now in golden goal. This game finished 1-1 after 90 minutes, so we're now in golden goal. Second half of our second game of the final of the Invitational. And the next goal wins the tournament, Joe.
Next goal wins the tournament. Will we go further than we saw Dwight McNeil and Neil Maupay go as Liverpool look to attack? That game went 155 minutes in total. At the moment, this is 138 minutes into the game, so we could well see it happen. Both players must be tired. They must be sweating. They must be nervous sat at home. Wolves here, though, on the attack as Diogo Jota looks to win it. Just rushed his decision there, maybe tiring a little bit mentally. It must be extremely draining for both of these players to play this much FIFA at this high of a level. Liverpool now looking to pull the game their way. Mo Salah bringing it out from the back, but both players, you can see, just rushing it a little bit. They just need to relax, Smithy, because the next goal is going to win someone the tournament. The ball's in behind, though, for Wolves. They're going in behind. There's a great chance for Jota to win the game. Squares it to Traore. Cleared off the line by Trent. It's Jimenez. He's hit the bar. I don't believe what I'm seeing in this EPL Invitational final.
No.
Jota just laughing to himself there, Smithy.
Is that the moment? Is it one of these days where you just say it's quite simply not my day when that happens? Off the line, followed by the crossbar. Diogo Jota must be thinking, what have I got to do to win this game of FIFA 20? Unbelievable. But we are still playing 60 minutes on the clock nearly in our second game. Golden goal in the final. What drama.
What drama indeed. And Wolves looking to build up attack. Liverpool now breaking away. It's so end-to-end. It's so hard to call. Here's a chance. Bobby Firmino's in, but the heavy touch didn't work for Trent. And he got caught from behind by the Wolves defenders. We're now 150 minutes into Diogo Jota versus Trent Alexander-Arnold, and we are...
There is the winning goal! Diogo Jota has won the tournament. Golden goal. Wolverhampton Wanderers are the champions. What a game we witnessed. Joe, Wolverhampton Wanderers with the victory.
Wow, Trent, let's bring you in very quickly. Commiserations on that one. I see your head is in your hands right now. What an epic game, though.
Yeah, good game.
Trent, you're gutted, aren't you? I can tell. It is very hard to take right now. Just a quick word, though. What did you make of Diogo Jota's performance?
Yeah, it's very difficult to break him down. He's patient defensively, and I thought he done quite well against him, to be fair. But he probably deserved to win that last game because of the chances he created.
One final question for you then, Trent, before we let you go. Just sum up this tournament for you. How has it been to represent Liverpool? Although you've crashed out at the final stage, you've done brilliantly well to get this far. Yeah,
it's been a good tournament. I'm happy to get to the final. Obviously, gutted to not win it, but yeah, you done well. You done really well in the final.
Commiserations, Trent. Thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah, so Trent Alexander-Arnold coming up just short. How close was that game? Let's bring in our winner, the winner of the EPL invitation, Diogo Jota. Diogo, you've been very calm throughout this tournament. You must have been nervous and sweating a little bit in that game. What a final.
Wow, I think this is the best way to finish the tournament like this. Although could be unfair, but I think in this case it wasn't. I did play very good in this second match. So congratulations to Trent, he's a good player. And congratulations to Wolves, we won.
And just a quick word on your opponent, Trent, because it's been so comfortable for you going into the final. You scored so many goals. No one really gave you a test until the final. So a word on your opponent, Trent, who gave you such a good game and proved to be a real top FIFA player.
Yes, it is. That's why this game was so tight. I was closer.
Yeah,
Joe.
brilliant. But still.
Yeah, 100%. I think Joe mentioned when we first started on day one that he is a very good player, and I was not to know about that until I saw him actually play, and he's been absolutely sensational. He hasn't dipped in his performance at all. There hasn't been a game where I thought he could lose it, apart from the final, because it was very, very even. But very, very, very well crowned champion. He deserves it, and I think the Wolves fans will be very, very happy about this one, Smithy.
Yeah, you've been chatting to the fans all week, Harry. I imagine there's loads of Wolves fans very ecstatic. They were quite confident going into this, weren't they? They said that Diogo Jota was the favourite. He's going to win. They're very confident. Diogo had a tougher final than we expected, but Wolves fans must be absolutely delighted that they have got the victory.
Oh, absolutely delighted. They've actually nicknamed him the Wizard. So if that name starts ringing bells, then that's going to be amazing. But no, it's been a great, great day for football, for the Premier League as well. But it's been amazing for the two players and all the 20 players that actually contributed to this tournament. Been great, Smithy.
Yeah, well said, Harry. That is all we have time for. Massive thanks on behalf of all of us. Joe, Harry, it's been a fantastic tournament. The Premier League organised a brilliant tournament. All 20 clubs involved. And congratulations to the first ever ePremier League Invitational champion, Diogo Jota of Wolves. Please stay home, stay safe, save lives. It's been a fantastic week. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.